How to build self-esteem. Improve motivation, versus Rosenberg self-esteem scale. Respect and love for oneself are precise definitions of self-esteem. It is a type of self-assurance in which you believe you are worthy of being loved, that you can face any difficulties and adversity, and that you are a competent person who can achieve success in life or at work through your own efforts. Do you value and appreciate yourself? Do you have low self-esteem, poor interpersonal relationships, are passive in all aspects of your life, and are surrounded by an inferiority complex? There are some steps you must take before learning how to boost your self-esteem. Answer 10 simple questions to determine your current level of self-esteem using the self-esteem test. And before we start, smash that subscribe button for more videos like this in the future. 1. 10 self-esteem questions. We will employ the Rosenberg Self-Esteem Scale, RSES, which was developed in 1965 by Morris Rosenberg, a sociologist at Princeton University. It is still commonly used in social science research, and test questions can be used to assess self-esteem. When completing the Rosenberg Self-Esteem Scale, note each number as follows. 1. Totally agree. 2. Agree. 3. Disagree. 4. Totally disagree. So, let's get started with Ursa's test. 10 questions. 1. On the whole, I am satisfied with myself. 2. At times, I think I am no good at all. 3. I feel that I have a number of good qualities. 4. I am able to do things as well as most other people. 5. I feel I do not have much to be proud of. 6. I certainly feel useless at times. 7. I feel that I'm a person of worth, at least on an equal plane with others. 8. I wish I could have more respect for myself. 9. All in all, I am inclined to feel that I am a failure. 10. I take a positive attitude toward myself. Have you all responded? Then, take a piece of paper and write down all of the numbers you responded for that item, and compare the findings to your self-esteem scale. 2. Examine the results of your self-esteem test. The 10-item RSE scale is used to assess self-esteem. This measure was originally developed to assess self-esteem in high school students, but it has since been utilized by a number of populations, including adults. Checking your scores can be difficult because they are based on the Gutman scale, which is a measure of attitude. However, you may categorize the self-esteem scale into low, medium, and high by assigning a score to each item, making it easier to follow. The Gutman scale is an attitude assessment that calculates statement congruence by grouping negative and positive questions in a hierarchical and sequential sequence based on their severity. To reach a result, scores must be added together in 2 ways. The following are the scores for each number written in items 1, 3, 4, 7, and 10.1. Totally agree equals 3 points. 2. Agree equals 2 points. 3. Disagree equals 1 point. 4. Totally disagree equals 0 points. The following are the scores for each number written in items 2, 5, 6, 8, and 9.1. Totally agree equals 0 points. 2. Agree equals 1 point. 3. Disagree equals 2 points. 4. Totally disagree equals 3 points. You can also check the outcome by adding up all of the points. Low, 10 to 25, feelings of incompetence, inadequacy, and difficulty facing life's challenges. Medium, 26 to 29, fluctuating between feelings of approval and rejection. High, 30 to 40, self-judgment of value, confidence, and competence. A person with poor self-esteem would have selected 3, disagree, or 4, totally disagree, on positive question types 1, 3, 4, 7, and 10. In contrast, for negative question types 2, 5, 6, 8, and 9, you would have a selected 1, totally agree, or 2, agree. 3. What elements have an impact on self-esteem? Various environmental influences influence the development of self-esteem. Among these factors include the social context, such as home and school, experiences of success and failure, connections with parents or guardians and other people, and self-evaluation. Recognizing something about oneself and developing self-esteem begins in infancy and lasts throughout childhood. It is produced through the act of comparing and evaluating oneself in relation to others' experiences. The reaction of people to my acts is a crucial period for developing self-esteem. Children's self-esteem can be built differently dependent on interactions and experiences with their parents, especially when the environment is crucial. At this period, the factors that contribute to low self-esteem include frustration, lack of achievement, and unfavorable reactions to conduct. Growing up, I acknowledged the presence of my nation, and favorable notions about my acts, as well as positive reactions from others, serve as a driving factor in developing my self-esteem. You will have a positive attitude toward yourself and will be able to act in response to your desires by distinguishing between what you want to do and what you do not want to do. Self-esteem is a critical role in shaping our views, behaviors, and future experiences. 4. Personality traits of those with low self-esteem. Self-esteem is the ability to gather information about oneself through experience, learn about oneself, and rate oneself based on this information to make a favorable or negative assessment. During the self-esteem formation era, we perceive and evaluate our own worth based on the language and behaviors that others display to us in communication. We also evaluate ourselves by comparing ourselves to others. I am attractive, I am athletic, I enjoy spending time with my friends and they enjoy spending time with me, and so on. It is a value decision. As previously said, self-esteem has 3 dimensions: worth, capacity, and control. People that have poor self-esteem deny their value. The country considers itself to be useless and inferior to others. They undervalue their abilities and lose emotional control in stressful situations. We judge ourselves harshly, saying things like, "I won't be able to do well, I don't know how to do anything, I can't do anything to the end, I can't do this or that." Even when a person with high self-esteem is placed in a difficult circumstance, they answer like, "If I do what I can do here one by one, I will be able to solve it, I can do it well." Low self-esteem increases your chances of experiencing unpleasant psychological states such as depression, anxiety, inferiority, wrath, fear, and so on. 5. 10 techniques for increasing self-esteem. Self-esteem stems from basic human needs that both children and adults experience. Self-esteem refers to the need for self-respect, which includes the need for acknowledgement, success, and esteem. If the need is not met, dissatisfaction is expressed, and the simplest method to convey unhappiness with oneself is to have poor self-esteem. Self-esteem can be strengthened through knowing and accepting the needs that everyone has as a human being. 1. Be kind with yourself. 2. We must treat others the way we want to be treated. 3. I need to spend time with folks who take good care of me. 4. I need to confront anyone who sends me bad messages. 5. You must create realistic goals and work toward them one at a time. 6. Do your best, but realize that it will not be perfect. 7. You must concentrate on what goes well. 8. You must assist others. 9. When you make mistakes, you must forgive yourself. 10. When you need assistance, ask for it. Self-esteem is our overall perception of ourselves, which typically develops in childhood and stabilizes in maturity but can shift at any time. People who have a positive self-image have strong self-esteem. People who have a bad opinion of themselves have low self-esteem. You can always increase your self-esteem again by beginning with tiny successes and learning to see oneself positively. However, if you need time and assistance from individuals around you, you can get speedier and more stable results. 6. There are distinctions between self-esteem and self-respect. There is a phrase that is comparable to self-esteem. In the sense of appreciating oneself, self-esteem and self-respect are comparable, yet there is a fundamental distinction between the two. Self-esteem is a strong respect for oneself regardless of the circumstances, and self-respect is the ability to obtain self-satisfaction through comparison with others. Having a high self-esteem is not always a positive thing. If you have strong self-esteem, you are motivated and readily overcome even when confronted with unpleasant or low situations. Excessive self-esteem, on the other hand, is obsessed with superiority, dismissing the opinions of others, and condemning beyond reproach. You may appear aggressive if you react badly to people's opinions of you. Before concluding, if you like this video, don't forget hit that like button, and subscribe to this channel for more videos like this in the future. Also, be sure to turn on the bell notification so you never miss any of our videos. I have one final message for folks who have poor self-esteem. Don't pointlessly blame yourself. Set no rigid rules for appraising yourself, In particular, don't try to figure out where you fall short in comparison to others. Don't be negative about the issue, as this will just make it worse. Meanwhile, let your bad thoughts about me wash away like a sandcastle on the seas. Remove any bad influences from your environment and begin again. Don't let anything mistreat you. More importantly, cherish and love yourself. You are valuable and deserve to be loved exactly as you are. So, what do you think about this topic? Let us know what you think in the comment section.